Okay, so let's set the project up. I've got sort of the list of main things to do to set it up here. We'll do it together and then I'll come back when it's all done just to run through the things that we need to do. We need a new project, 1024 by 768, keeping the aspect and stretching. We're using pixel art, so you'll need to make sure to set those settings correctly. Import the assets attached to this particular lesson and then make the globals, scenes, classes, resources and data folders. You'll also find a file called leveldata.json attached to this lesson, hopefully. Please import that into the data folder in the resources. Then create a main scene, which is UI based, and then add a global called game data into the globals folder and set that up in the code as a singleton with the instance we've done. And also make sure that you install the newtonsoft.json into the project as well, so that we're able to use the JSON library. So go ahead, give your best shot at that. I'm going to do the same thing now. There'll be sort of a fade out and a fade back in where I'll take you through what I did. Okay, so how did you manage to get on with that? Hopefully it went okay. I'll quickly take you through what I did. So I've got the file system on the left here, the assets imported. There aren't very many for this game. We've got the labels, which we'll sort out later on, because I guess they won't have the font links as usual. Then the classes folder, the data folder with the leveldata.json attached as the resources, globals with the game data, the resources folder, scenes with the main and the main scene, and I added a script to that as well. In terms of the project settings itself, in the globals I've added in the game data, the input map. I should have probably added that to the slide. We'll do it a bit later on though. We'll need some input for the player. In the general here then, I'm just in the last setting I did actually. You can see that's in the rendering section here for 2D. I've got the snap here. Also in the textures I put nearest because we're using pixel art. Then for the window, where are we? 1024.768, canvas items and keep for the stretch mode so we don't end up with strange stuff going on if the window resizes. And then for the run, I've got the main scene set up as the default scene as well. And the other thing, of course, was the naming. I'm not going to show you that. We've done it many times, but I set it up to do Pascal case by default for me anyway, because that's what I prefer with C#. In terms of the global, I'll just drop into the scripts. In VS Code, I've got the main.cs, the plain script here. The game data, this is the one which was our global here. It's just set up as the instance. There's nothing else in there. And finally, down the bottom here, I've got the command that I used to add newtonsoft.json. So you should find inside the project, so the soccerband.cs proj, you should find that you've got the reference to newtonsoft.json inside here so we can do the JSON serialization. So I'll just double check the slide. Have I missed anything off here at all? Main scene UI based, global core game data, Newtonsoft. That looks all right. So hopefully you managed that okay, because we've done that now quite a few times. In the next lesson then, what we're going to do is have a look actually at the level data structure.